Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HHW Show podcast. The HHW Show, or should I say, the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show with Hec V. Frank is back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, we missed him for a whole month. And of course, yours truly, Obi-Wan. We're here with our prediction show of WrestleMania 41. And when I can't wait because what you see on the screen are the main events of night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania 41. No other than the history of making, maybe John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the World Championship. And of course, the triple threat match, which is the main event of night 1 between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. We got that and much, much more on this show. And guys, man, we are about 48 hours away for WrestleMania 41. Less than 48 hours away, to be honest with you. But it's at Las Vegas. It's early for them, nighttime for us. And this is our Super Bowl, man, of the NFL right now, man. I mean, it's here. It's here. It's finally here.
A long waited time, right? Loving it.
Mike is getting all his data and his stats ready to go.
He's got an antenna going, got the Wi-Fi up there going.
Well, for those of y'all that missed it earlier today, we had round 1 of the Fantasy WrestleMania Madness from yours truly, Obi-Wan, of course. And tomorrow we'll break down round 2, which is the round of 32 superstars going at it, which is fascinating because it's a false count anywhere match. So that's good. That's happening tomorrow afternoon. But of course, you know, in the WWE, we got SmackDown plus the Hall of Fame ceremony, and then leading on to the next day, which is really WWE has a total of probably 18 hours of WrestleMania coverage, right? So they're starting in mid-afternoon all the way through. Like this kickoff show is off the charts, right? I think it's 2 hours long or something like that. Plus, before that, they got other shows that they're doing leading on to the actual event of WrestleMania. Then they got the post WrestleMania, which is a couple hours more. Okay. And then you have Sunday, which is another kickoff show leading into night 2. So it's like, wow, this so much coverage. I mean, it's more than the NFL Super Bowl, to be honest with you. I mean, they got a whole week. These guys are just compiling everything all in one weekend. So this is pretty busy. Pretty busy.
It sure is. You think you got 2 Super Bowls combined in one here? I say we go for the juggernaut and go the whole weekend nonstop.
No,
no
well,
sleep.
I mean,
let's go for it.
Technically, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but WrestleMania really starts Friday because on SmackDown they have the Andre Memorial match. They have the Street Profits defending their tag team titles.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you take a break from there, and then you got the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So the Hall of Fame ceremony is really the late one because I think, if I'm not mistaken, it starts at 10 a.m. I mean, I'm sorry, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so, you know, when these guys start talking, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's going to lead right into the first match of WrestleMania. Yeah, I get
it. Hey, I mean, you know, it's all right because they're in Las Vegas, so they're good. I mean, the timing couldn't be perfect for them. If I'm not mistaken, is it Pacific time or Mountain time in Las Vegas?
That's Mountain time.
Is Mountain time?
Yeah.
I think they're Mountain time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it works out perfect, man, because as soon as they're done, they still get plenty of rest, right? And then, you know, oh, look at this guy right here. This guy trying to double tap. Where are you at? Let me see.
I have to double tap.
Oh, my word. We got Frank's doppelganger over here.
We got Frank's twin here.
Frank C and Frank. All righty then.
All righty then. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and kick it off real quick, and let's go ahead and zoom in. What we covering right here? What's going on here? We're gonna start real good with our first match, and there's no other. Oh boy, I'm already frozen. Am I frozen?
No, I don't think you are.
I think I am. I don't see nobody.
I see you.
You see me? Am I
I see
moving?
you. Oh, no, you're not moving. I see Frank.
Oh.
Frank's moving.
All right, Frank, lead the way, Frank.
Yeah, I hear you, but I don't see you. You're pulling a John Cena over here, I guess.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, I can see you, but you ain't moving.
Oh
You you
man,
pull
here
you
we
pull
go.
you, you pull the mannequin over here.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. So
this
Frank,
ain't good.
go ahead, Frank. That's why you're here, Frank. Oh no, I can't see Ovi and I can't hear Frank. Alrighty then. Oh, you got yourself muted, Frank. That's why.
There we go. All
Nice.
right.
There
Now
we
I'm
go.
unmuted.
We got ourselves 18 hours of just HHW show fiascos over here.
All right.
Oh my
What are
god.
we
I don't know
doing
what's
now?
going on here. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Well, let's start out with our first match. Is the ring general Gunther defends his world title versus Jay Uso. And yes, Frank, we've missed you so much that lead it off with your pick.
Yeet. That's my
That's it.
pick.
That's all you got.
Yeet.
That's all you got. That's all you got.
Yeet.
No explanation, no nothing.
Well, dude, you know what? You got to look at. You have a Jimmy Uso pissed off Jimmy Uso. Now, when you look at his history, when it comes down to you beat the shit out of his family, especially his twin brother, he comes back pretty strong. All right, so I think he has a real good chance against Gunther. And that's what I'm basing myself on.
Okay.
So, yeet. It's going to be a yeet mania.
Fair enough. All right, there, Hector. Go ahead.
The beat. That's all, folks. That's from Frank. Oh, this is gonna be fun, Frank. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna love this one. Look, you're right. Ever since he won the Royal Rumble, this has just been a dry storyline. I think they prematurely made this too fast. Okay, and I don't think they took a right approach as far as a good storyline between these two. Maybe they did good at the end of it, but it should have been like that all the way along. I am picking Jay to win this, but I'm going to stick to my story here, and I'm telling you he's going to turn. If your theory is correct, Ovi, and they lead off with this somewhere in the beginning, then I'm going to feed off of that and say it's because he is going to turn to the dark side and he is going to intervene. He's going to entwine himself into night two somehow because of the whole Rock situation. Okay. Why all of a sudden you wearing black on Monday night? Okay. And don't tell me it's because of a family situation, because of your brother getting beat up. No, it's more than that. Okay. There got to be more to the situation on why you wearing black all of a sudden. You see, and you're being more serious now. You're not interacting with the crowd all of a sudden when they're playing your music, when they're singing your song. Okay. So something tells me, yeah, he's going to take his aggression out on Gunther, and this may not be looking good for Gunther. This may be a one-sided match here, in my opinion. And this could be over pretty quickly. Don't get up and do anything. Make sure you're sitting down, because if you blink once, you might miss this match. The way I'm looking at it, from a standpoint.
Wow.
So Jay Uso is going to win this match and become the new heavyweight champion.
Wow. Okay. All right, I'm liking this. I'm gonna go back and let's talk about a little bit of history here, right? Because their accounts have consistently showcased both competitors' resilience and determination. Going back February 19th of 2024, Gunther defended his Intercontinental Championship against Jey Uso, and despite Jay's effort, the interference from his brother Jimmy led to Gunther to retain the title. You know, we all thought that Jay was finally going to beat Gunther, and that didn't happen. On May 20th of 2024, the King of the Ring semifinals was Gunther versus Jey Uso, right? But Gunther defeated him by submission, right? By the arm triangle choke, and that advanced Gunther to go to the finals against Randy Orton. Then on January 25th of this year, Saturday night's main event, Gunther, now the world heavyweight champion, once again overcame Jey Uso, making his third consecutive victory over him. So 3 victories. And you think that three times is a charm, right? No. Now you got the Grand Slam effort. And I might be siding with you, Hector, of how Jey Uso is going to intervene, or how he's going to perceive into this match, because you're right. There's been a lot of ups and downs. How will Jey Uso get back on top? I really think that by Jimmy going down, for what Frank said, is going to give him that strength, that courage, that endure him to go after Gunther. Jey Uso's winning that title. And we could go back to the Royal Rumble. John Cena got eliminated. John Cena sided with The Rock. You're talking about Jey Uso that started Netflix, the debut of Netflix. Jey Uso coming down with The Artist, with Scott, right?
And don't you see that as a conspiracy? That's all a setup.
And I think that WrestleMania really closes a chapter and opens the door for another. Jey Uso wins.
It was, to me, it's all a setup. It's The Rock moving the chess pieces around. And I got another chess piece to talk about later on about this.
Ooh. Uh-oh. I got to give a good introduction here. I got to do an introduction. Oh, yeah. I tell you, I love this comedian, man, because this comedian is awesome, right? But if you ever watched, I forgot that dude's name, but he played the role as a substitute. And I see it a lot on the TikTok videos and Instagram, and no other than Jack Quillen. Jack Quillen's back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeet all the way, baby.
Don't get her started. Don't get her started.
Oh, you know who else is coming? Because we thought we had a match coming. So it could be a Falls Count Anywhere match tonight if we get the other guests coming. But now, big shout out to Jackie. Glad that you joined into the HHW show podcast.
She was anticipating this now. She was waiting. She was
ready. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Well, you know what? Let me see what your pick is with our next match, as no other than Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion, versus Charlotte Flair. And man, things are starting to boil up between these two superstars, because, of course, all of a sudden now it went from being really, really dry to now we're getting a little personal with these two superstars. All right. I think it was last Friday that there was an attack before the show started in the parking lot, and the Street Profits was there. They just looking, staring like, oh, what's going on here? Right. The fans had their little phones out, and Charlotte Flair attacked Tiffany Stratton. But listen, when it comes and everything in the ring, for one, the promo wasn't really good. The promos, the comments, it's not great. And I think they were trying too hard to make it personal. This is just my opinion. Okay. But the backstory of all this, in which many journalists are writing, is that Charlotte Flair coming back hasn't been a team player, because he hasn't adapted to the new superstars. She's all about herself. And that's probably one of the other issues that was happening between her and Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch came on record on a podcast explaining that Charlotte Flair really was dealing with jealousy because Charlotte Flair thinks she's number one, which is all in dandy. Don't get me wrong. I like it when you feel like you're number one. It's good to pump yourself. You're second to nobody, right? You should always go after that. However, when it comes to wrestling entertainment, it's with everybody, right? Like you gotta be a team player. It's a team effort. You gotta have charisma. You gotta be able to work with other people. And it seems like the report is that Charlotte doesn't know how to work with other people. Okay. She wants the spotlight all the time, and then it goes back to you just daddy little girl, right? Because you Ric Flair's daughter. And then no matter how many times she downplays it, it's the fact. And there's also a fact that she did divorce with Andrade.
Yeah.
So then you're going to try to make it personal, right? And Tiffany's trying to tap dance around that without mentioning the divorce. And yet Charlotte Flair tried to end one of the segments talking about, your man's on my DM. Come on, man. Come on, man. This dude was just tore up. And I'm just wondering how many people will get up just to go get like the popcorn or get some food during this match. Really. But what's your take on this? Anyone?
Want to take it, Frank?
You can go first.
Look, you're right. Charlotte Flair is not adaptable, and she's definitely not open-minded. Okay, that's something I've had to learn, and I know this is probably going to be. We could take this as a takeaway. When it comes to experiencing new culture, new things, you have to be open-minded about it, and you have to have a willingness to learn. And Charlotte Flair is not doing that, and she's not helping Tiffany, who's new talent, someone who's representing the women's division as a champion. She's not helping her, develop. Okay, because all she's doing is getting into a war of words with her, and Tiffany is still new at this, and it's not helping her, develop her as a champion, as a leader. Okay, so it's all about pride here for Charlotte Flair, and she's literally living up to the Flair name in the wrong way here, and this is not looking good for her. I'm going to take this match to Tiffany's side. I'm taking Tiffany to win this match. If the bosses are going to do the right thing and what's right for business, what's best for business, they keep that belt around Tiffany, because she's what's best to represent the company right now, not somebody who's coming back and being snobby about things. Okay, that's not how you represent a company, a business, being snobby. I don't want somebody like that to represent my company. No, I'm sorry. I don't care how many times champion you were. I'm sorry. I'm taking Tiffany on this one.
All right, Frank.
But can you take away the ability she has in the ring?
No, I'm not taking away her ability. No, I'm not taking away her ability.
More experience at these matches.
But you're gonna take her ability over her attitude, the way she's treating young talent, because she can't adapt to the newness of what the WWE is now.
I'm just gonna say that I understand what you're saying, right? The attitude and everything else. Really, is she doing herself justice to become champion? Right? Yeah, she might have the skills, but now we still got to question that. Did her injuries prevent her from doing what she's always capable of doing? Right? I haven't seen a lot of Charlotte Flair's athleticism since she's been back, and she's been slower than usual. Unlike Tiffany Stratton, she's on her A game. Okay, and could that be the issue here? Right? I don't know. Like, it's hard to pick and choose, because the fact that if Charlotte Flair does win the championship, who else is going to go after her? Yeah. And I know that if Tiffany wins, Roxanne Perez is around the corner to challenge Tiffany Stratton. Right. But if Charlotte wins, who is there to go and confront her?
Right.
Is it Jade Cargill? Will she go after her? Right. Mm-hmm. But then that's also a reflection of what's going to happen in the other women's championship that we'll cover later on, because Well, we're going to cover Jade Cargill, but a lot has to do with her former half, or is it still her half? I don't know. But there's a lot brewing over there. We're going to touch that later. But as far as this match, Frank, who are you going for?
I'm gonna take Charlotte just based on experience alone.
All right, fair enough. All right, Charlotte Flair is 4-3 overall at WrestleMania. This is Tiffany Stratton's first WrestleMania appearance. Could she start off with a victory? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna go for Tiffany Stratton, and I hope she does well. We're moving on to the WWE World Tag Team Championships between the War Raiders and the New Day. And ladies and gentlemen, may I tell you, this is going to be war.
Yes, it is. No matter how you look at the New Day, they still are great performers in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they know how to bring the crowd out into this, and I think this is going to be a really good match. Um, and this is something that you don't want to get up to and miss any kind of part of. Um, but I am going to say the War Raiders are going to retain these titles.
Mm.
You know, I just feel that we may get a certain someone that may give a little distraction.
Who?
Who? Who?
Who?
Who?
Who?
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Who's that distraction, Hector?
It could be a big distraction.
Nah, get out of here.
It could be it could be, just a distraction, just to get them
An
off their
easy
game.
distraction.
It could be,
Well, who you going for, Hector?
I'm going for the War Raiders.
Oh, all right.
But I'm
Makes
just
sense.
saying, just
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Frank?
I'm gonna take the New Day on this. Their new aggression
Ooh.
attitude and everything else that they have. I think they're gonna take it, but I think Big E will be a distraction.
Well, you
But
think
that's
Big E's
towards the
going to go
New
to the
Day.
dark side now?
You never know.
Nah. Look, Big E's
Maybe,
good behind the mic during the
listen,
kickoff show. I don't think he's
yeah,
going to have
but
anything into this.
maybe Biggie now helps him because he feels responsible.
Hmm. That's a great twist there, man.
It is. It is.
Because the whole thing was a surprising twist with the Noonday turned heel by ousting Big E from the faction back in December 2nd, right? And then the new change marked the new aggressive chapter for Kingston and Woods as they set their eyes on reclaiming the tag team gold. But have they done enough to get those gold? Because the War Raiders are still fresh carrying those titles. Okay. So in my sense, because I am a big fan of the War Raiders, I do like the New Day, but I'm going for fresh meat here. I'm going for War Raiders to defeat the New Day.
You just going because you like the beard. I know.
Dude,
just
don't have him go on top of the ropes and do a backflip and land on you. I'm not getting up. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That might seem like it might hurt.
You want that beard all over you, don't you?
Frank, that's all you, buddy.
No, I'll pass.
Anyways, let's move on to our next match. Rey Mysterio versus a Grande Americano. And I tell you what, this is a wannabe Mexican right now, okay? Chad Gable is really underneath that mask. Yes, we know. And it will be revealed on WrestleMania. So I'm making two picks right now. Ooh. Rey Mysterio wins and unmasks a Grande Americano.
So you trying to get bonus points here, aren't you? There we go.
Even Jack Quellen said it. Yeah, you Chad. Yes, sir.
There's no proof that that's Chad Gable.
Yes, there's proof. There's poof, not proof.
Gracias.
Look, I got all the respect in the world for Rey Mysterio, Hall of Famer and everything, but I think he's at the point in his career that he's putting people over. I think that's what he's doing right now, and I think that's what he's going to do right here.
No, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
No,
This
Because
is a
why?
political. This is a political statement match here.
But why
Okay?
would Chad Gable cut promos and storylines to go out of his way to go get a mask? Okay,
Okay, and
just for it to backfire on him on the grandest stage of them all. You know,
are you serious right now?
I'm serious. He's going to
A
win it.
wannabe is going to beat an original, is what you're saying right now.
Yeah, yeah.
A wannabe is going to beat an original.
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Look, if we're talking about here, it's either Ray
Because
Phoenix, Penta,
because
or
it has to get to the point to where it has to be a
No.
mask for mask type of match for him to get revealed. It has to get to that point. Ray's gonna have to get frustrated to that point because you know Ray ain't gonna lose a match like that. So in this situation, it's just a regular sanctioned match. Ray's not winning. I hate to say it. I'm giving it to.
This is in Las Vegas.
I know. I get it. I understand the situations here. But there's no stipulations in this match, so I'm giving it to Americano Grande. I'm giving it to Starbucks over here, okay?
Starbucks.
no. I completely disagree with you, Hector, and I
That's
always agree with you.
I understand. Y'all can go
You
against
don't
the
always
grain.
because you're disagreeing. So,
Majority of the time, I do agree with him.
all right,
Okay,
Frank, who you going for?
Obviously, not Chad Gable.
I'm not going for Chad Gable either. I'm going for Americano Grande.
Yeah, he's gonna give you a Gran Americano, all right.
Oh boy.
I got
Listen,
Ray.
I see this as a political statement of everything that's going on in politics in America, right?
But haven't they done that before in the 80s?
Exactly. And little by little, you got to get a little taste of the 80s, the way things were run in WWF, right?
Mhm.
But here, I just got a feeling like, all right, Rey Mysterio got this. I mean, if there's anything, let this be his last victory before he goes on to the sunset. Okay. Because it feels like that's the route we're going with Rey Mysterio. Yeah, he put a lot of people over, but you ain't putting over a masked man that's a wannabe. I'm sorry. If it was just Chad Cable himself, I will go for Chad Cable. But I'm not doing this with a Grande Americano. Man, stop faking the funk, man. We want some real winners. Give me that winner, Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Fair enough. I like
Fair
it.
enough.
Got me started. Got me started already.
And
Let's-
none of us
let's
even
start-
Mexican over here.
We got two Puerto Ricans and a Cuban going for a Mexican. How about? Oh, I'm sorry. You going for the white guy? My bad.
I'm going for the
My
American.
bad. My bad. I don't need any politicians commenting here. So let's leave it alone. We're moving on with Jade Cargill and Naomi. Rivalry is set. These are a lot of hatred in this match. We've seen a lot of Cargill being very aggressive most of the time, but is that an advantage for Naomi? Okay, or will Cargill continue to run the table on her? Because it doesn't look good for Naomi as of right now. It doesn't look good. So for Naomi, she is 3-3 overall in WrestleMania. Cargill's 1-0. Could she continue with her undefeated streak? Guys, you tell me, Frank, who wins this match?
She's going 2-0, bro.
All right, fair enough. I like it.
I disagree with Frank.
Of course you do.
Naomi pulls a snake out of her trousers and wins this match.
I'm still
There's a
finding it
problem
hard to
if she
believe
pulls
that
the snake out of her
Naomi.
trousers.
What? I feel like Naomi did she really attack Jade Cargill? I feel like there's more to this.
There is more to this.
She could do this by herself, though.
And I'm going to continue sticking with it. I'm telling you,
I'm
Belair has something to do with it. Belair has something to do with this.
But come on, I mean, how does that make sense when Naomi and Belair pretty much separated from one another?
She's just keeping it on the wraps.
And Belair really, her attitude's changed a lot too.
Yeah, but you know what? It may just go further than that. We may see somebody else come out under Naomi.
I thought Bailey was the one that attacked Jay Cargill, but that went out the window. So
Because
I don't know. I really don't know.
Naomi's outmatched here. She's outpowered. She's outmatched in this matchup. So she's going to get help. I'm sorry, she's going to get help in this match. We're going to see some. It could be someone like Nia Jax. It could be someone in the family that we just don't know. It could be Tamina. Somebody's going to come out and help her. That can help.
Tamina's officially retired. She's not coming back.
Just never know. It could be somebody that we don't know
Jax.
In the family that could be training behind the scenes that will come out and help her.
So, all right. Well, for now, I'm taking Jay Cargill in this match.
I got Naomi.
All right. Fair enough. All right. The United States Championship is on the line between LA Knight defending the title against Jacob Fatu. I feel like this match is going to steal the show. I like these two superstars. I think they're terrific. This is going to be phenomenal. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of chats here. LA Knight 1-0 in WrestleMania. Jacob Fatu's first appearance, and yeah, he's making a lot of noise, and he is really a fan favorite, despite that in the scenario he's a heel. But man, well, we're going to see something spectacular in this match. I feel like this is gonna steal the show on Saturday. To be honest with you, Frank, who's your winner?
Jacob Fatu.
All right.
He's just been on an aggressive streak, and I don't think LA Knight can stop him.
That's it? That's all you got? That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I thought it was just a long pause. That's all.
I know. I was being respectful. I was like waiting. I know it's been a while for you to be on the show, so I have to give you, some warm ups. I mean, I should have gave it to you before the show.
All right. Yeah, no, that's all I got for that.
All right, Actor, what's up?
It's been mentioned that Jacob Fatu right now has the fourth longest winning streak in the singles competition right now in the WWE.
Okay,
and right in the singles competition, not tag team or anything like that. So he's on a roll. They mentioned that for a reason. It has to be. So I think he's going in here and he's going to have a heck of a match. They're going to throw down with each other. Solo's not going to have nothing to do with this. He's going to win this match clean, fair and square. He's walking away with that title. And so the Samoan Werewolf wins this match and the new champion.
Since reclaiming the U.S. title from Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight has been a marked man. And Fatu earned his shot for the championship by defeating Braun Strowman in a brutal last man standing match. And that was back in early April. The victory solidified Fatu's position as the number one contender. But there's just some tension, not only between Fatu and Knight, but Fatu and Solo Sikoa, because Solo Sikoa always finds himself in the situation that he doesn't need to be in, right? Leave Fatu alone. Now, granted that Jacob Fatu, he handles business with Braun Strowman, but if Solo Sikoa makes his present, Fatu loses. If it's a clean match, like you said, Hector, I'm with you. Jacob Fatu is going to be the next United States champion, but he will not be a champion. He will not be a champion if Solo Sikoa intervenes and interferes with this match. But how many times has Solo Sikoa showed himself and Fatu loses? All the time. And that's why Fatu's being so upset. And I feel like if that was to happen, Fatu and Solo will go at it on the next Premium Live event. I do believe that. But if it's a clean match, Jacob Fatu deserves to be the United States champion. So you guys agree with me?
I agree with you, but with all that synopsis that you just said, who you got?
I just told you. Clean match, Jacob Fatu.
But if it's not a clean match, yeah, I get it. You just, I don't know. You didn't
Solo Sikoa needs to stay away from this match.
I know that.
No, but what is your final verdict on this?
Yeah, you're giving us different scenarios.
A clean match, Jacob Fatu.
No.
What is your
saying, hey, I might as well go ahead and pick
I think
LA
Braun is
Knight
going
too.
to interfere, and LA is going to keep the title. Whoa, different
Oof.
perspective here,
That's a different
Jackie.
perspective.
I
Yeah,
like that.
because he lost that last man standing match. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man! But if Braun Strowman shows up at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, he's not going to show his face.
That's
Just
true.
not going to do
We
it.
just have to see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, who's your final pick?
I just said in a
No
clean
clean.
match.
No,
Jacob Fatu.
no.
No, we're not doing this clean or interfering. No, we're not doing this.
All right, I
What is
picked
your
Jacob
final
Fatu.
pick?
Okay.
Jacob Fatu.
You said Fatu.
Good job.
Good
And then
job.
LA Knight wins with Solo Sikoa.
There we go. And then he's gonna be like, "I told you so." Yeah, no, you didn't.
You're right,
Right,
because
and then-
it's live,
No.
it's recorded. You
Ah.
already know my perspective.
2 against
All right.
1. You're outvoted.
So in other words, so you're picking Jacob Fatu.
Hey, Jackie, if you listening, tune in. Just make that comment. Who am I going for? She knows who I'm going for.
Jacob Fatu.
That's
If
what
it's
I
a clean
said.
match. If it's a clean match. See?
It's a clean
No,
match.
no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
It's
He's
a
trying.
match. Clean, dirty, however you want to put it. It's a fucking match.
Oh boy, he got personal.
Who are you
now.
taking?
Oh shit. Oh yo. Let me call that amiga real quick. No. Nah, I already said Jacob Fatu is gonna win. He deserves to be United States champion. And besides, LA Knight, this is his second reign as a champion, right? And how many really competitions has he defended that title in his second reign? So bottom line is Fatu should be the one.
I think she
said underlining you are going for LA. Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. All right. Let's move.
Got him.
Oh boy. Got me.
No. Jacqueline, can we just boot her off the chat, please?
Oh, there you go. You go. She's all right.
No.
Don't mess with her, Frank. Seriously. Don't mess with her.
I'm not going to boot her off the chat either. I'm not that crazy.
No, you don't want to be, because she'll fly straight to Florida.
Well, listen, as we get set, because my technical difficulties are experiencing once again, this show is presented by Wrestling with Character. Tune into our website, hhwshow.com. Their next event is June 1st, and I'm proud to say that the host will be the East Hartford Little League that are coming to play. They're going to host the event, which is pretty awesome because I coach there in baseball. And this is a wonderful, wonderful event. Wrestling with Character. Tune in to hhwshow.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom. It's an awesome experience to be involved in because once you walk in to the VFW 511 in New Britain, everyone's in character, everyone's role playing, and you're among the rest of those independent superstars. Well, moving on to our next event, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This is some stipulation here. I think it's an anywhere match, right?
The Sin City street fight.
So it's a street fight, anywhere's match, pretty much, right? If they get them down, get the 3 count, and it's a wrap. Damian Priest, to me, is going to win this match just because I know the history of Drew McIntyre. Within the past year, he's all about himself. He doesn't know how to finish. Damian Priest will be disciplined enough to get the job done. Frank?
I don't know, man.
All right, fair enough. That's a great pick.
You know what? This is simple. Half of me wants Drew McIntyre to win. The other half wants Priest to win. So you know what? They both win.
You get the 0.5. Good job. All right. You already lost this match. All right.
No, you know what? I think McIntyre's going to take this one. I think he's going to learn to finish the match.
All right. Let's not forget that wasn't it Damian Priest that cashed in after the match, right? Last year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Damian Priest really gonna show him like, yeah, I'm the real deal. That's my opinion. But all right, I got Priest. You got Drew McIntyre, Hector.
If Solo Sikoa doesn't interfere,
Oh hell, he's not even involved in this match. Get out of here.
If it's a clean match.
Oh, it's not a clean match, bro.
Yeah. I'm just trying to sound like you here.
Oh, there you go. Well, Jackie says Boricua all the way, and Drew is a
2-second
what?
champ.
2-second champ.
Is it
So
2-second
no,
champ?
he isn't winning. I wanted it not to be like, you know, when you say 2 seconds, I thought it was something else, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. All right. Ay, Dios mío.
Keep your mind out of the gutter. I know we're in Sin City
I
for
don't know.
WrestleMania, but keep your mind out the gutter.
See, even the man says it right there. I mean, look, you said it yourself. The stipulation. So
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And I know it's presented by Snickers. Snickers always satisfy. I get it. I understand.
Righty then.
2K5. I know
She said, "Oh no, you didn't."
Yeah, I'm going for arroz con candules y habichuelas. That's what I'm going for. So
la chuleta, baby, la chuleta. Yes,
I saw you cooking it up the other day. I saw you finally learning after you made us starve that one day. I never forget that.
Oh man, don't
I
even
know.
go there.
I'm going there, but I'm going for Damian Priest.
We was hungry.
We were hungry.
You know, when you're hungry, anything tastes good.
Anything tastes good, even if the rice wasn't cooked.
That little country rice. Hey, that's what happens when you leave the house for the first time. You try to make it on your own. Hey, practice makes perfect, baby.
Well, I think we opened up that refrigerator a few times, hoping something magical come out of it. Anyway, I'm going for Damian Priest. What's next?
Oh man, come on now, hold on for a second. You know, and those are all the listeners out there. You know, have you ever experienced your first time being away from home? You got your kitchen, you got your pots and pans, you're buying all these foods, and then all of a sudden you try to call home and be like, "Hey, mom, yo, like, what do you do with this?" And what you always asking questions, trying to like cook, right? And I try my best. I did. I try my best. And besides, Hector, you was observing me, and you're like, "I tried this, and try that." So don't act like I was by myself on all this.
So what you're saying?
Hey, I was trying to eat too.
Yo,
I was trying to eat too.
I had so much seasoning. I was like, I think I had this. I think I had that. And all that, we forgot the sofrito. And I said, damn, I thought Goya was supposed to be bueno, but I didn't have any Goya products, yo. I forgot I was in Texas.
We had HEB brand.
HEB. Hey, if you know down south, you know what HEB is all about. I'm just saying. All right, back. Oh man, there's two stores that I remember to this day: HEB and Piggly Wiggly. Yup, Piggly Wiggly. Yup, yep, Georgia, baby, Georgia. Anyhow, but yeah. So Hector, you said Damian Priest.
Yes.
Frank, you say Drew.
Yeah, yes. You say Drew.
All right, and I say Damian. All right, let's go. Let's go.
I like this.
I like where we're going with this. Yes. And once again, I don't even know what's up with my internet, man. I'm sorry, man. Man, I thought I had all this fixed before the show started.
Don't worry about it. I had to change over to my phone.
Oh, all right. We're good now. We have no other than Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Vicaria and Bayley for the women's tag team championship. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a big fan of this. And I'm going to tell you why. How are you going to have a one-on-one match about a month ago when Lyra Vicaria lost to Bayley, right?
Yep.
And it was a qualifying match for the Intercontinental Championship. You remember that?
Yep.
No, I lied. It wasn't for that.
Yep.
And what? No, she was already champion. Who was she qualifying for?
Against
the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
That's what it was, right?
Bayley beat her. Yeah.
Then they got a second match and Lyra won.
Right.
And then the following week, they're tag teams. Like I'm scratching my head, like how you do that?
They're besties now.
No.
Oh, they got respect for one another. And I know Bayley was frustrated that she lost, but still gave Lyra Vicaria the honors, right? But then your tag team, and believe me, for all the stuff they went through, and I think there was a legit gauntlet match that happened to earn their right for the number one contenders. Don't put that a waste. Okay, that's one. But two, wasn't there any other women's tag team that could go against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez? What happened to Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler? Why couldn't they get a push?
They were too busy making TikToks.
Ah, man. Well, you know what? They were very upset that they didn't get the push, and their voices were heard on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if those two superstars walk away from the WWE. They could jump over ship to AEW. Yeah. I think that would be automatic. However, being that this is a match that the title should change. If you went through a brutal gauntlet match like they did, like Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, they deserve to be the women's tag team champions, and that is my pick.
I disagree. I don't think that they're gonna win it. I think it's gonna stay with these two, with Liv Morgan and Raquel, just for the simple fact that we have, again, putting a team together. They're not a legit tag team.
But there was no really legit tag team in the gauntlet match anyway.
That's fine. But again, at least with Liv Morgan and Raquel, they are a legit team. These other two are not. Why are we going to put the belts again on two women that are not a legit team?
I'm going to agree with Frank, but for a different reason here. You're not going to put two belts on Lyra, okay? And
right,
this is you said, is it even between Bayley and Valkyria? Is 1-on-1? Okay, mm-hmm. Bayley showed frustration the last time they fought. I think something's going to happen to where Bayley's going to probably blame Valkyria. Okay, why they lose this match, and they're going to set up another match. I think Bayley's going to really start showing frustration towards Valkyria in this match the next time they fight, because I think it's going to set these two up for the next PLE or something down the line to face off for the Intercontinental title. I think that's what's going to wind up happening. Bayley's going to take the fall, though. Bayley's going to take the fall.
Okay.
So I'm taking Raquel and Liv in this one.
I want you to remember that pick because we're going to revisit this again later on. The Judgment Day. Are they really together? Are they falling apart? You're saying they're going to keep the titles. That might go, and I'm going to say around for this reason, the Fatal 4-Way in the Intercontinental Championship is going to play a major role. Exactly. And it's going to be based on this match.
Right.
So will WrestleMania be awesome for the Judgment Day, or is it going to be a nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I mean, look, I respect y'all decisions. I respect your picks. I saw it that way too, but I was like, damn, if they went through a gauntlet match like they did, why would you not win it? I'm just saying, why would you not? But okay, no problem. Okay. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Next.
I'm trying.
I know he's trying.
I'm trying.
He's trying. He's wrestling.
There we go.
He's fighting.
There we go.
And we talk about talking about it.
Yeah, Fatal 4-Way. I like this. Now, this all started really with Finn Balor trying to get the Intercontinental Championship. Mm-hmm. But there's been some jealousies between him and Dominic Mysterio. And there's like a little ego trip going on between them two. Mm-hmm. And we all know that Dominic Mysterio is a guy that doesn't have what it takes to defeat Braun Breaker.
Right.
But there's Penta, who has a goal. And since he's been in WWE, he's been nonstop. I think he only has one defeat so far. Everything else has been victorious for Penta. And man, am I a fan of Penta, I'm going to tell you. But now we got the Fatal 4-Way. Frank, who's your winner?
Penta. He's on a streak. There is no stopping that guy.
Mm,
Is it is what it is.
it is what it is.
Because look, you're gonna have Finn Balor, Dominic start trying to beat the crap out of Breaker. They're gonna go against each other at the same time. Penta's gonna be able to take the title without a problem.
Mm.
Watch.
Okay, somebody agrees with you. All right, fair enough.
Thank goodness somebody did.
Vector.
I'm gonna agree with Frank, but for a different reason.
Oh wow.
Of course.
Okay.
So I'm saying he's going to win that title.
Penta's gonna win this title.
Yes, and it
Okay.
goes back to the women's. While the women are going to retain the titles, okay, because the Judgment Day for right now is going to stay intact because of Penta.
You think Penta's crossing over to the Judgment Day?
Yep,
It makes no sense.
it's going to make sense because they're going to oust out
That
Finn
makes
Balor.
no sense.
They're going to oust
So
out
you saying
Balor.
Dominic Mysterio is gonna help Penta win and oust Finn Balor?
Didn't he not already been telling them week after week, we need another member, we need another member, we need somebody else, and Balor keeps shooting him down.
But it
Why
makes no
doesn't JD
sense
just
for
come back then?
Penta. It don't make no sense to. So you're not adding no one. You're replacing them.
Hey, right now, if you could replace him, then you can add somebody else. Think about it. I'm not trying to play the race card, but look at the Latino members of that. And then it can still,
Latina, though.
well, that besides her. And then it can still could get to his dad with the LWO.
I'll leave Ray out of it, to be honest with you. But why not Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship?
He is the favorite, though.
Yes, he is.
He is the
Big
favorite.
time.
He's Las Vegas favorite right now to win that title. You're absolutely right.
I originally had Dominic Mysterio winning, and if you look at the hhwshow.com on the prediction, I had changed it to Penta because what had happened on Monday Night Raw. Look, if you pick the hottest superstar right now, is Penta. If you take the second one, is Braun Breaker. Mm-hmm. Ever since that video where they replay Braun Breaker spearing Carlito.
Oh my God,
dude! How you not make him remain the Intercontinental Championship? I'm just saying.
But was that a spear? Was that a spear, or was he jumping from the top?
That was a torpedo.
Yeah, I mean, he came down at an angle. He didn't come straight. Dude.
Yo, it was so fast that I thought he split him in half.
The rap does this.
I'm like,
down like this.
Yeah, he was going down. All right.
They shot him out of a cannon or something. I'm like,
he flew.
Yes, he did.
I said it last week. Dom and Penta will jump Finn. Okay, but at what point? Is either one of them going to win this title? Could Dominic Mysterio win the Intercontinental Championship? Because of you two went for Penta, I'm going to go on a limb and say Dominic Mysterio is going to sneak his way, cheat and steal. Dominic wins the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay, so
that's my pick.
If he does win it, then where does that leave Finn Balor?
Finn Balor's going to be jealous. He's going to probably confront him or something. And you know what? No matter if Penta wins or Dominic Mysterio, some way, somehow, Finn Balor's going to be pissed off. He is not going to be a happy camper. And that also protects Braun Breaker. He will not get pinned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that does protect him.
He'll be out of the ring trying to get back in.
Yeah, it does protect him. Because he's going to try to torpedo somebody, and he's going to go right through the second row, through the third section, in the fifth quadrant of the third building, in the second street, down by the third level of Las Vegas somewhere. Pew!
Oh man, see, there's a lot, and Jackie, I understand, broken and heartbroken and pissed off and turn on down. Ooh, I don't know. This is a great storyline to watch and see
Yeah.
how everything will play out.
Hmm.
Moving on to the next card, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Mm.
Logan Paul.
Gosh.
Mm. I'm gonna tell you that at first I said Logan Paul, but I beg to differ. I'm gonna go for AJ Styles, only because the last two times they went head to head with each other, Logan Paul has demonstrated his new signature move, and AJ Styles hasn't done shit to Logan Paul. AJ Styles got to do something. Styles wins.
I mean, again, I'm agreeing with Frank. I think Logan Paul is going to win this match, and I think Karrion Cross may have something to do with this.
Are you? Oh man, here we
I
go
don't
again.
think Karrion
Why?
Cross would have
Why?
anything to do with it.
No,
I
no,
think
you're right.
Karrion Cross
I'm
will
not
have something to
disagreeing with you.
do with
But why?
AJ Styles
But
winning.
but why would
Not
Karrion Cross
losing.
just stand there and allow AJ to finish him off if he didn't have something up his sleeve?
Hmm.
He literally took the fall. He literally just stood there and let AJ finish him off. Logan's winning this match. I hate to say because I do not like Logan Paul. But if I gotta get a dub in here somehow, I'm going to take Logan Paul.
I don't want to go for Logan Paul.
I I don't either, but I got to try to stay up here with you guys
AJ
somehow.
Styles 4-4 overall at WrestleMania. Logan Paul is 2-1 at WrestleMania. So this is very interesting.
It is.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, we made our picks. We'll move on. We'll move on to the next. Is the triple threat match within the Women's World Championship triple threat match. That's right. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair. The focus really is Ripley and Belair with Io Sky looking in the back, but she's frustrated because she's not being recognized as the champ. And there's no respect for the champion on this one. I'm choosing Io Sky to win this, even though Bianca Belair is the favorite to win this match.
I don't see why they got her favorite to be the winner of this match. What does she got to gain to win this title?
Maybe between Belair versus Jade Cargill in the future. It's the only way I can see it. But the way things are developed, and I don't know. I just like the champ to retain this title.
I do too. I'm taking Io Sky to win this. I want to see Rhea and Belair go at it for a little while. Let Sky to hold that title for a little bit.
Frank?
I agree that Io Sky is going to win this one.
All right. It's been a while since we agreed on all three together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be dangerous. But all right. All right. All right. The main event, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. And I got to go back here because, man, this is by far. I'm just liking this, man. John Cena secured his title shot by winning the Elimination Chamber match. However, in a shocking turn, he betrayed Rhodes with a low blow and a brutal assault, making a significant heel turn and aligning himself with The Rock. This betrayal set the stage for a deeply personal and intense rivalry between the two superstars. Adding the intensity, Cena has openly criticized the WWE Universe, accusing fans of being abusive, manipulative, further distancing himself from his previous persona. What's at stake here is that Cody Rhodes aims to solidify his reign as a champion and uphold the values he believes in, resisting the corrupting influence of Cena and The Rock. And yeah, we haven't even talked about The Rock yet. But John Cena seeks to break Ric Flair's record by becoming a 17-time world champion, willing to forsake his legacy and fan admiration to achieve this milestone. And I need to correct this real quick because I've been saying this all along. If you follow me all the way through, all right, on this podcast, John Cena has become a 16-time world champion with WWE alone. Not different wrestling promotions. One and only 16-time world champion John Cena in the WWE. Ric Flair is a 16-time world champion, but we wouldn't be talking about 16-time if Vince McMahon didn't buy out WCW and collect all their libraries and stuff like that to become 60-time world champion. And when Ric Flair was in WWE, he only held the title twice. Just saying. But here we are. Frank, to start with you. Who's your winner and who's your loser?
Can't see me as the winner, but there will be a Rock interference. And that's how John Cena wins. Because I don't think John Cena could beat Cody Rhodes one-on-one.
Oh, I think he can beat Cody Rhodes one-on-one.
I don't think he can do it anymore.
Okay.
When was the last time John Cena won a match?
Elimination Chamber.
Okay, before that, I'm sorry. I forgot.
You're welcome. He broke his losing streak. So you already know.
Okay.
I
Doesn't mean he
just
can't
wonder
go back on one.
if John Cena comes out with a new theme song, guarantee win. Guarantee. Nah, but I'm going for John Cena, honestly. Hector?
I'm going for John Cena.
We all agree again.
I just think The Rock is going to interfere, but I think in a different way this time. He's not going to come out per se, but he's going to send someone out or he's going to send an entourage of people out. He's going to do it wisely this time because this to me is just a setup for Cody Rhodes. I think they set Cody Rhodes up for failure, 3 years in a row, putting him in the main event at WrestleMania because 2 years already, and this is going to make it the third time because you can't tell me there's not going to be no outside interference for a third consecutive year with Cody Rhodes. I mean, when was the last time we seen that happen with one particular superstar chasing a title or defending a title, and there was outside interference all 3 consecutive years?
I know ain't that crazy?
This is just bad luck for Cody Rhodes. It's almost as if they don't want Cody Rhodes to be champion. And it
Cody
seems
Rhodes, Cody Rhodes.
and it just seems like karma is coming back on Cody because look who helped him win that title last year. Now I feel like those same people that helped him win it last year are going to be the ones that are going to make sure he doesn't retain it this year.
Wow.
That's a lot that you said right there. You think that Jey Uso is going to come out and betray Cody Rhodes? Let's say look, man, listen, Cody Rhodes, he's been talking about facts. And we could go back to where he told Roman Reigns, when I beat you, everybody's going to leave you.
Yeah.
And the last chapter of that story will be Paul Heyman, which coming up next, by the way. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, damn, you're going to get the taste of your own medicines, what you're saying? Damn, The Rock is the final boss, ain't he?
Yeah, I look at it like a video game. The final boss, usually when you get to his level, he usually has something else up his sleeve to attack you before you can really get to him.
He has Mama Rhodes up there, kidnapped or something. I don't know. But you're right. I mean, look, I just feel like John Cena doing all this. Don't waste my time. Give him the title. He deserves it. Let him go on, capture it. Let's see the spinner one more time and let him retire that title. And then it is what it is. I think I like that one better. And I like it if he continues with the championship all the way to SummerSlam because that is John Cena's weakness is SummerSlam. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, look at the record here. John Cena's 10-6 and Cody Rhodes is 3-7 all time in WrestleMania. So you would think that the odds will be in favor of John Cena winning this match and get his 11th win. I'm down with that. I love it. Uh, Frank, you
Um,
said Cena.
Now, I'm not.
Yeah, I said Cena.
I do want to say that that Cody will have a surprise guest, maybe intervene to try to help, but it ain't
Who?
gonna. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna work.
Who?
I'm still thinking Stone Cold is gonna make
Man,
some
Stone
kind of
Cold ain't coming
influence.
out.
He
He
don't.
ain't coming out.
If he had his weird last match against Kevin Owens, and that went sourly, the worst match of his career, that doesn't mean he has to be in there wrestling. Okay, the Undertaker did not wrestle last year when he rock bottom when he choke slammed the Rock. Okay, you don't have to wrestle to make an appearance. Okay, we know that the Stone Cold's last match was against the Rock and he lost. Okay,
Why not? Here, I got a better twist on this. Why not Goldberg then?
Goldberg for Gunther. I'm just saying, The Rock is influential with his era. He got attacked by The Undertaker last year. Why not Stone Cold this year? But still,
So what you're saying is now you connect on the dots. You're saying that Jey Uso will still not be able to prove himself that he could beat Gunther on his own.
oh, he'll be able to beat him, but that doesn't mean that Goldberg will still be somewhere around. But I don't think he'll be the X factor on why Jey Uso won't win. Jay will do it on his own.
I think that if he comes out, it'll be after the match.
Yeah, I think you're right. After the match,
Or on Monday.
Nah, nah. I don't think so. But then again, I don't know. Like they got to have something for Netflix on the Monday after WrestleMania. But yeah. So are we all agreed that Cena, all three of us, is winning?
yes, Cena is winning. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're going for our last match card, and I know this is night one of the main event, and there's no other than a triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. How did this storyline change and focus of Paul Heyman? And if there's any surprise, there's only one more superstar left that could probably have Paul Heyman's back.
Don't say Brock Lesnar.
I have to say it, bro. What is the favor of Seth Rollins that he wants from Paul Heyman? And being that it's a triple threat match, the last time Rollins was involved in the triple threat match, he ended up winning and taking the title at WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania 31? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So, for everything, for all its purpose, Roman Reigns has the spotlight, CM Punk has a spotlight, and just recently Seth Rollins made a spotlight, right? I'm going to tell you this. I'm choosing Seth Rollins to win. I think Roman Reigns, without having Paul Heyman on his side, that's like a kryptonite for him. CM Punk finally got his wish to main event WrestleMania. Boom. Check. Seth Rollins, he's the visionary. He's the architect. He sees it all. I think his IQ is going to make him win this match. And therefore, Seth Rollins becomes the winner and the front runner to chase a title since he's going to win the main event of WrestleMania.
I like that. You want to entwine on that one, Frank, or you want me to go with this one?
You could go first.
He's going to say, yeah, me too.
Look,
got
him. I am going with Seth Rollins. Okay, and this is why I'm going with Seth Rollins. Okay, besides the fact that right now he does have the momentum going for him because he has been having the upper hand lately, and we know that when you have the momentum, it is easier to achieve your goals and overcome obstacles. Okay. He's got that momentum. But like I said earlier, The Rock is moving pieces of the chessboard around. And he did say that to Paul Heyman, he has to do what's best for business.
That's right.
Okay. And you coming out all in black as well, dressed like you're in the Shield. Okay. Again, why are you dressed all in black? What are you trying to represent? What are you trying to tell us? And you trying to tell us that now Paul Heyman owes you a favor. Okay. Now we know in the past we've seen Paul Heyman shake hands with The Rock as if they're in cahoots about something too, you know. So again, The Rock has something going on, like he's building an empire, and it could be that he puts the belt around Jey Uso's waist. It could be that he gets Seth Rollins into the main event at another PLE with Paul Heyman on his side by taking Roman Reigns down, knocking the Empire down, taking CM Punk out of the picture. Okay, and having John Cena on his side as a world champion. The final boss has all the titles. The final boss has everything. Okay. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. A visionary, they see the vision. They see the future. They see what's in front of them. He sees the bigger picture. And if he's in cahoots with The Rock, they see the bigger picture. Something is going on here that The Rock is planting the seeds of destruction for WrestleMania here, and he's going to wind up being successful here. And a faction may be coming out of this. Who knows? I mean, I would never believe to see Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, and John Cena standing next to The Rock, but who knows? I'm just saying. It's an odd combination of people. But you guys to do what you got to do to take the reins of the business.
You know what I find intriguing is that there are times that when Rollins is speaking, he always mentions like we. And at one point, Roman Reigns had a reminder, what are we talking about? We. I did this and I did that, right? It's almost like there's things going on behind the scenes that Roman Reigns does not know. He's naive, or he simply is just dumbfounded, not knowing what's going around him. And that's why he has the wise man, right? Mm-hmm. And I think Roman Reigns made his biggest mistake in pushing the wise man away. Now he's really going to be clueless. And I know that Jackie has said that the Shield is going to get back together, but how can you say that when Seth Rollins hit Roman Reigns last Friday the same way? Hit him in the back with a chair. How is that? I'm just saying. It's kind of hard. And then the Shield's not the same without Dean Ambrose. Absolutely. And he's not with WWE.
I'm sorry. Roman Reigns is either going to need an outside source to help him, or he's going to have to join the unlikely alliance with CM Punk. Because if The Rock is going to take control, these two guys cannot do it alone. I'm sorry.
I'm going to answer to Jackie's comment. She says Roman Reigns hasn't been wearing the Olafala anymore. So I do feel that Seth and Roman will come together again. Why would he wear something which he doesn't even have a family? How is he the tribal chief? How he's a leader if he doesn't have a family to lead? Just saying. I'm a captain of the ship, but I don't have nobody to move my ship, so I'm just going to move it myself. I'm going to command myself. That doesn't make any sense. Just saying. But you could be right. I mean, that's a great prediction. But after what I saw on Friday Night SmackDown, I mean, it's going to take a lot for me to like see Seth and Roman work together. I mean, could they trust one another? Really? I mean, these two superstars have been after each other since they split up. Just saying. And I mean, something's got to give.
Okay,
Something's got to give.
so this is my thoughts.
Go ahead.
I think that we will see Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins work together in this match at some point. They both don't like CM Punk, so they're gonna go after CM Punk. They both don't like each other either. But my favorite saying in the world: the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So to Jacqueline's thing, yes, you're gonna see part of the Shield work together. But eventually, after they beat the crap out of CM Punk, they're gonna go after each other. And that's where it's a toss up.
I think by being a triple threat match, it favors Seth Rollins all the way. I mean, give that, someone has to get pinned. And
I
I got a feeling that Roman Reigns is the one getting pinned.
I don't think so. I think CM Punk is gonna get pinned by Roman Reigns.
Well, you picking Roman Reigns to win. All right. I like it.
I'm gonna take
Duly
Reigns.
noted. Two Seth Rollinses and Roman Reigns. CM Punk is out. That'd be fun if he ends up winning, though. Which
Yeah,
also, listen,
I'll tell you, he deserves to win it. I think he deserves to win it.
I
He's
got
never
you.
had his WrestleMania moment like this, and he's in the spotlight. This is what he's wanted. So
yeah, that's what he
deserves to win.
wanted. That's what he wanted, but he never said about anything about winning it. He just wanted to be in it. Never said about anything about winning it.
I mean, he did say he's going to kick both the asses, and the fact that neither one of them has beaten CM Punk 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Very interesting.
I think that's what protects CM Punk from not being pinned in this match.
There you got big ups from Jackie. You know what? If you're not on my side, Jackie, then I'm gonna start calling you Jack Quillen. I was trying to give you all that respect, man. All right, Jack Quillen. That's it.
It's Jacqueline.
What?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline? Uh-oh. We're gonna have some bad ratings now. She's gonna be like negative. Now I'm stop. It's all good. Whatever happens, just blame it on Hector.
Right? I gotta deal with her on Saturday anyway.
Well, there you go.
I don't want to hear it.
You got the kickoff show between Hector and Jack Quillen.
I'm gonna call you both of them, put you on. We're gonna have a FaceTime
meeting. She said you all going to get it. Man, you better have some freaking flyer miles or something to reach out and touch me over here. She must got AT&T.
So I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm all right.
She said AT&T, I'm going to touch you.
AT phone home.
Anyways, man, we got through all these match cards, man.
Wow,
we got it.
It's an hour and 19 minutes. Oh. And we didn't even talk about Randy Orton, who may have a match. We don't know.
Oh, that's another thing is because we'll do a little. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a little kickoff to recap everything that we said already on this show real quick. But also tune into the HHW show website. We're going to be updating shortly on round 2 of the Fantasy WrestleMania Madness that we got going on. And we'll see who's going to be the winner. We'll be on tomorrow during the day. Just going through round 2. It's going to be pretty awesome. The Sweet 16. And I'm just curious to see because there's been a lot of upsets already in round 1. What's going to happen in round 2? So, stick around. Also, after WrestleMania, we're definitely going to take a break from the show. We'll be, settling down for a few more weeks. But we will be back and strong just before Wrestling with Character. That's happening on June 1st with Enzo Amore. former WWE superstar who is going to main event that match. Big shout out to the East Hartford Little League baseball because they're hosting the show along with Kurt. Well, hopefully that we get him on the show as well. And then, yeah, I mean, there's so much wrestling. And if you got any independent wrestling around your area, I totally recommend check it out, man. Check out your local areas. I know in Dallas, Texas, my boy Hector went outside of Dallas to meet our homie BRG. I know in Mission, Texas, they got the ladies wrestling over there, pretty legit. So like there's wrestling's all over the place, and it's fun and entertainment and affordable to go. So check those out, man, because you never know who you might meet that might go up into the WWE. And for me, big shout out to Brad Baylor, who is on WWE Evolve. Got him and his partner. They used to wrestle in Northeast Wrestling. They're already in a tag team match in NXT. I mean, it's phenomenal. And Casey Navarro in TNA. Big shout out to him as well. Hector, Frank, I'd like to thank you guys for being on the show once again. It's always a privilege and an honor for my brothers to be with me from Texas, Florida, and here in the state of Connecticut. You know, we're still one big happy family. So I want you all to enjoy yourselves. Everyone have a safe weekend. Have a great Easter. There's so much going on this weekend, but overall, please be safe. You know what I say last? You know you gotta love some wrestling. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone.